tomorrow is not a school day. Bless. But I am kind of sick, so if I seem dizzy or slightly out of my mind, it's because it's true, but also because I'm sick. So what I wanted to talk about right now was some goals and strategies that can help us, or the Conspiracy Dinks channel, grow, because I think there is potential for growth, and as long as us who are like putting content out onto the channel are willing and able to keep going with the channel, then we should, because it's a good thing. But that being said, I don't think that like growth in numbers and like goals, like that kind of stuff, that's not really the main purpose of the channel. Like, I say goals, but the real goal should be that it's a good experience for everyone, and that we're making stuff that we like, and we're celebrating being friends, or whatever. Like, whatever you want it to be. Everyone makes their videos for their own reason, but that's what the real purpose is. Attached to this video is a playlist. I spend a lot of my time, obviously, watching YouTube, but watching videos about the behind the scenes of YouTube, and specifically strategies that people use to do well, and like algorithms and all that stuff. So the playlist I've attached, I'll reference to the videos on there. I've even put in one or two Jenna videos because it's good to watch and see her perspective on it, because that's certainly one thing we could all connect on. But those are definitely some videos that can help us if you're interested and are relevant, I guess. So, as I said before, the main thing, like the thing that I'm talking about is growth and discoverability. And I'm not talking about numbers or anything like that, because if we are working towards growth as our, like, that's what we want for our channel, then numbers will come with that. So numbers don't matter. But there's a lot of different things that we can do to like harness growth and stuff like that. First of all, this is talked about in the Zay Frank video I've attached. There's two types of video, basically: searchable and shareable video. And I think you guys all know this. Searchable video is like, you look up, how do I do this? How do I don't know, wash my dog? But videos like that do well because people are searching for them, and there's a need for that specific video. And it does, for those videos, it's really important that you have the right tags and titles and stuff, and metadata is something I'll talk about later. But the other type, shareable, is the video type that really goes viral, I guess. Like, you don't ever see a video, like, videos go viral because of shareable, and that's beside the point. But in the Zay Frank video, he talks about the three different categories BuzzFeed has for shareable video, which I thought was really interesting. He said, one, identity shares, when you share a video because you think it's part of your, like, you say, I relate to this is something that's about me, so you want other people to see that so they can, I don't know, he explains it better. Emotional gifting, you see something, this is so funny, this is so inspiring, that's emotional gifting. And lastly, social information, which was a really interesting one because it wasn't something I, like it made sense, but basically he explains it as, like, oh, we were just talking about this is relevant to our one-on-one relationship when you're sharing it to another person. So it's important that a channel has both shareable and searchable videos. To be clear, making a video to be searchable and to be shareable as one video, that's not what you want. You want to, like, when you're making a video, you think, is this searchable or is this shareable? So, like, it's not gonna, a video doesn't do well as both of those, it's one or the other. And both do well, especially searchable videos will do well for smaller channels because, like, there's not a lot of people to share small videos, but searchable does give it a lot of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Discoverability. That's how you get discoverability, is through searchable videos. Oh my gosh, I feel crazy. I have such a bad headache. Okay, a couple of the key things that are important for growth. 1, engagement. You know what I mean. Like, every time a creator says, please like this video, please share this video, please comment on this video, that is engagement. And YouTube thinks it's really important for engagement because it's the difference between just, like, someone watching a video and someone engaging in a video. Like, I can't quite describe it. Well, I should put that Bernie Burns video on there. That explains that video really well. I'll put that on. Another thing for growth, lots of different genres on a channel. And by this, I mean, like, I guess if there's something that you want to do, like if there's a specific type of video that you find interesting, whatever that may be, gaming, I don't know, try that on the channel. I think there's a place for it there because, maybe the things that will give us the most growth aren't going to be something we're already doing. So, like, I just think that having a lot of variability in the content that we make is really good because, 1, that's a really cool part about having a channel that so many people are contributing to, is that it's not just one type of video. Like, if you're going to Jake or Stepha's channel, you're expecting 1 or 2 types of videos, but we have so many people contributing, so we can have a lot of different content, like, week by week. Thumbnails. This is important. I won't spend too long on it. There's a video in the playlist, but you know the difference between a good thumbnail and a bad thumbnail. Use color, use eye contact, expressions. There's a difference. A thumbnail will always make a difference. Just look at the Krista's LGBT video that I really pushed to make a thumbnail for that because I knew that was going to make the difference. And even though we're a small channel, it did make a difference in the views. Usually we get about 30 views. That had 70. So thumbnails is important. Lastly, metadata. So metadata is basically, like, the YouTube algorithm is really, really good, really well developed for YouTube because obviously they can't have people go through 400 hours of video per minute or per second. I don't know, that's a big difference. But metadata is information both in the title and the tags, the description, and that's pretty much it. But it's important because metadata is important both for the viewers because, like, you see a video, all you're seeing is the thumbnail and the title, so the title's important. But it's also important for the algorithm because the algorithm can't watch a video and assess whether it's good or not. It can only go off of the tags and the tags and, like, the title and stuff. So that's what metadata is. So it's important that you spend a couple of minutes on the title and think about, how is this going to be searched? How is the algorithm going to look at this? Ooh, I'll put in an interesting diagram on here. It's not specifically for YouTube, but it does have to do with titles, I think, and it is really interesting, and I found it to be true, so that might be a good, like, brainstorming thing. Branding. So, branding of a channel, it means a lot of different things, really, and it doesn't, like, mean, like, when you think of a brand, you think of, like, Coca-Cola, red, there's their quote and logo, but that's not really what it means. I think branding for YouTubers and for channels, it's like, when you come back, there's sort of this familiar feel, like, if Jenna put out a video and it wasn't her brand, you would know immediately. It would feel very weird and you wouldn't want it. I think that's why this is getting off track. But when creators, like, completely change their brand, they lose so many followers, is because it's like people who say stuff like, oh, I miss the old Jenna Marbles. Like, it's because the brand changes. So that's that sort of feel when you come back to a channel, like how many videos they're putting out, what type of content they're putting out, and still their color, logos, how often they upload. Really everything contributes to a brand, even, like, if they comment on, or if they interact with comments and stuff like that. Like, that all contributes to it. So having, not so much, like, it doesn't have to be succinct and perfect and planned out, but, like, having a brand is good. And maybe that's not going to happen now, but that's just something to keep in mind when we keep doing this. Another thing, this also will not probably happen super soon, but I hope I think we can make this a goal of something to do maybe before VidCon or maybe after VidCon. I could find someone to do it with. But a collab. And I don't mean like we're going to get people to sit down together and do a collab. I mean other channels. Like, and I think this is great because I know that there are other channels that are our size on YouTube that we can find to do this with, and they'd be willing. A bunch of channels will have the same theme for their video that week, and then it'll be on the playlist. And what happens is all these, like, each channel has their own subscriber base, and then they say, hey, we're doing this really cool thing, please go watch all these other videos. The more viewers watch on YouTube, and the longer their viewing sessions are, the more money YouTube makes. So if your subscriber chooses to watch one of your videos, and then because of you saying, go watch these other videos, and they watch 12 more videos, that's great for YouTube, and channels are rewarded for that. So, promotion at the end of a video doesn't have to be just on our channel. It can be for other channels. So that's why on Krista's video, the playlist I put at the end, I thought it was a great idea that she had other channels, because that's kind of the idea of it. Did I talk to everything about collabs? So I don't really know what a collab would look like, but it's a really good idea, and it will contribute to the growth and discoverability, which is the whole thing. Let me just get back to strategy, this idea of strategy on YouTube. I really, 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 really believe that anyone that does well on YouTube right now, it's not because they just get lucky or everyone just loves them. It's because they have a really good strategy. Like, of course, getting lucky and those kind of stuff does contribute, but like David Dobrik and Casey, like all these people that you see rise, and you're like, I don't know, I think it's very important that people have good strategies. And if you analyze videos and channels and stuff, you see it's very, very evident that they're using best practices that are talked about. Like, they all do these things that make them succeed on YouTube, because that's what the algorithm wants. And in order for the algorithm to put growth towards a channel, they have to do these things. That made no sense, but let me just keep going. So there's this idea. I know I really push for having consistent videos and having a lot of videos on the channel, and the reason is because the YouTube's algorithm, and I know I keep saying that word a lot, but it needs data. In order for it to assess videos and channels videos from a channel properly, it needs data on that channel. Specifically, YouTube denoted the number 10,000 lifetime video views as the amount they need to validate a channel's something. And a good example of to explain this is Jenna. Her videos are always on the trending page. They're like, there's no doubt about it. A lot of other people are too, like Ryan Higa. I don't know. They're always on the trending page, and it's not like, of course, Jenna makes great videos, but that's not really the reason. The reason is because YouTube has so much data on her channel. They know exactly what it looks like within the first 5 minutes if a video is going to do well. So they always put her videos on the trending page because they know they're going to do well. Because they have this data to back it up that these are going to be good videos. It would take a lot for that to be revoked. So, and that also backs up my theory that the YouTube trending page is predicting when things go viral. That's like a personal theory, but like if you think about it, Casey Neistat, his videos go viral super quick when they have like 10K or like 100K views or whatever, because the YouTube algorithm knows whether a video of his is going to do well or not, because there's a stark difference between like the shares and how they get shared over Facebook. It doesn't matter, but I just get really excited about it. Yeah, so one thing I did want to talk about is I was kind of nervous about making this video. I don't know quite why, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm putting pressure on you guys. Like, I don't want it to seem like this is what it's about, or like these are things we have to do or even should be doing. Like, I made this because I think we could and that it would be a good thing to do. But I don't want anyone to feel like this is like they are feeling pressured and that is not a good experience for them anyways, for them, because there's like all these things that you have to do or whatever. That's not the point. If this is like turning you away from making videos for the channel, please ignore everything I said. But, and I think Sarah put a comment in the chat saying that we shouldn't, like, we don't need to make videos all the time. Like, it's okay if we skip videos. And I agree. And I'm really glad she said that, because it's important that this is something that is fun. Again, we shouldn't be, this shouldn't be about having lots of videos or doing this or being successful. This is to celebrate, I don't know. But, like, I think it should be, we made this because it was fun and it's something for us all to do together, not because we're trying to be rich and famous on YouTube. Like, that's dumb. That's not the point of anything. And I just hope that's clear with making this. I hope it's clear that I actually get excited about this stuff. Like, I literally do spend hours and hours researching online, like, marketing and stuff like that. Like, I literally go to VidCon every year and, like, I watch industry panels where they talk about this stuff instead of the normal community panels, and I'm running around. Like, I care about this stuff so much, and that's why this makes me so excited. And I'm like, yeah, I'm rambling now, but I hope that makes sense, and if you want to talk to me about it, please do. So now I want to talk, so I mentioned on Twitter a couple weeks ago, probably, when I bought the not so last minute trips patches that I want to do a giveaway for you guys, and I do, because I always think it's really cool when someone does that for the conspiracy digs, because it's like, it feels like this cool group that we're all part of, and I feel so special and loved, and I've never felt like, I don't know, but I want to do a giveaway specifically based on the number of videos, I hope this makes sense, you've put on the channel. So, like, anytime you're in a video or you, like, worked on a video or something like that, or, like, I don't know, like, if you've edited videos for someone else, then I think that should count. But, like, if you're on the podcast, anything like that would be an entry into this giveaway. So I think it should encourage that the YouTube channel should be something fun, and just because I really appreciate that people make videos, and I think that's really cool. So this is, like, my way of being like, thank you. This is so cool. Thank you for putting up with me. I counted out, I'll try and put a picture there, but I counted out how many entries everyone would have. Please tell me if it's incorrect. I wasn't surprised. Krista right now has the most. She has 10, which is double the amount of anyone else. I wasn't surprised by that. What I was surprised by that is the number of people that have posted on the channel. 15 people. That's like a third. Like, 15 people. I always think about numbers about how much of, like, a class size it is. So, like, half of one of my classes in school got, like, that many people contributed towards this. I think that's so cool. Like, I could never even get 15 people in my normal life to do something for me. That's crazy. That's awesome. That makes me so happy. So, I think I'll give this about a month. How about the end of November? So if I post that it's November right now. The end of, I'll announce it, like, before Christmas. I don't know. I'll figure it out. About a month. And I'll, like, draw who gets it. So if you're watching this and you're like, ooh, I haven't posted any videos on the channel yet, post one. Like, even if this is, like, super intimidating for you, it doesn't matter. Just post one video. Because one video, if you have 0 videos on the channel, you have 0% chance of winning a patch. And by the way, since I'm sending it to you, I'll probably include other stuff in the package just because I'm sending it. So, like, why not? But, yeah, I hope this is fun. Maybe I'll pick more than one people, but like, how many patches did I get? I don't know. But I just, please talk to me about this if you have any questions. I know this video is kind of long, but please try and watch I don't know, you don't have to watch anything. You probably haven't even made this far, but yeah.